What is up there, beautiful people, and welcome to another edition of Just Trending You. So today we're speaking everything that's related to the 1,000 illegal immigrants that have been arrested at the Beitbridge border in Limpopo. So I'm just going to be reading from an article by ENCA just to make sure that I've got all the details correct. Okay, it says scores of illegal immigrants have been apprehended at the Beitbridge border post in Musina, Limpopo. 5 people have also been arrested for attempting to smuggle illegal goods from South Africa to Zimbabwe. This as security has been tightened at the port of entry for the Easter long weekend. Authorities are content with the safety measures implemented across Limpopo this Easter weekend. The province is hosting at least 9 million travelers, with the majority attending the ZCC pilgrimage in Moria. Law enforcement agencies remain static on the ground to ensure smooth and safe travels across the province. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Just something that I thought was interesting. Isn't this something that should be happening every single day, especially at this border post, knowing the state at which our border, or the border between South Africa and Zimbabwe, is at a Beitbridge? I just want to be reading from a couple of tweets here on X, formerly known as Twitter. So one person says, "We were not hearing of such during Aaron Motsoaledi. Thanks at Leon Schreiber." Under Motsoaledi, the border was basically a suggestion. Now Leon is out here doing the real work they failed to do. Performance audits and immigration gymnastics, even the Zimbabweans are crying. Hi, where's the old system? Okay, another person says South Africa needs serious consequences for illegal immigration and a proper border management system. Someone else says those arrested are very bad luck. They must never play lotto. I mean, if we live with millions of illegal foreigners in this country and they're the only ones that get arrested. Another person says that's a fence, not a border. And what's that at our DA, Department of Public Works and Infrastructure, saying about this? Okay, another person says remove that fence because there's really nothing there. No fence, no nothing. Okay, another person says catch and release. In their countries we can't just budge. However, when they get here, Africa is for us all. This is what they say. Okay, I'm going to be reading from one more tweet. It says, where are those 1,000 illegal immigrants now as our prisons are full and we don't see them being deported? Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I think what was super concerning for me is the fact that it seems as if security was tightened at the border only because of the Easter weekend. As we all know, a lot of people come into South Africa to attend Moria, okay? And it seems as if this is the only reason why security was tightened. Knowing the illegal immigration problem that we have in South Africa, knowing the state of the border, especially the border in Beitbridge, the one between South Africa and Zimbabwe, why wouldn't this be a daily occurrence? They say that they arrested 1,000 people just this past Easter weekend alone. Imagine how many people are prancing around and walking freely into South Africa every single day. I think I saw a tweet saying that the bribe to get into South Africa, I'm going to say allegedly because this is what someone said, is only about 200 and some odd bucks to get into South Africa. A cold drink, basically, to pay to people at the border to let you in without a passport or proper documentation. And it also begs the question as to if these people are being arrested, where are they being detained? How are they being detained? What is keeping them alive while they're in prison? Which meals are they eating? And who is that burden on as well? Because I remember seeing, I think it was maybe 3 weeks ago, an article that said that the number of illegal foreigners or foreigners in general in South African prisons is alarming. And this is exactly why the corrections facility or the corrections department is not actually doing as good as a job as it should be doing, and that's because there's an incredible pressure on correction services. Basically, a lot of foreigners that are in South African prisons, you come into the country illegally, commit crimes, you get arrested in the country. Instead of getting deported, you get detained in the country, and then you're also relying on state resources and therefore taxpayers to keep you alive and to keep you fed while you're in prison. South Africa is honestly the criminal's paradise. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next upload. Goodbye, lovelies.